Hey, that's quick. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jeff. How you guys doing? Yeah, I gotta look at the other phone again to see what everybody is typing. But now the phone is not cooperating, of course. Like always, right? Ah, there we are. Yeah, I'm doing well, Jack. I'm doing pretty good, actually. So, drinking coffee. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's like between 9 and 6 in the evening where you guys live right now, right? If you guys are from the States. It's, what time is it? Doesn't show up, really. Let's do that. It's about 7:15, 8:15. Yeah, in the States. Yeah, it's 3:15 over here. So, quite a difference, I guess, right? Mid East. Okay. The Mid East. What states are those, if I can ask? Yeah, the East Coast is New York, Washington, that side, right? Yeah. Sorry, of course it is. I'm sorry. Midwest. Okay. Well, still same question. Which states are those? South and North Carolina. Ah, okay. I know where I am. Oh, well, yeah, I got it. The East Coast, yeah. Okay. Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Ah, okay. And no, I'm not gonna continue before I say something stupid. Never mind. So, you guys going to any party tonight or what? You gonna stay at home? Staying at home? Yeah, I said I was in my previous video. I also said I was staying at home. Then I did meet that girl the day after, of course, and she asked me to go to a party, and so I went. But it wasn't really my kind of party, you know. Um, so I just stayed there for a little and then went home, and here I am doing this live show. So yeah, I wasn't really feeling comfortable around those kind of people really. She was fun, she was great, but the rest, not sure why she was there, but I don't know. Oh, that's nice of you, watching your niece. It really is. I used to do that. I do that a couple of times a year for my sister, watching their little girl. Yeah, I think we're gonna go out again. So it should be fun, I guess. But hopefully this time just do a bar or something, you know, or have a dinner and go to a movie, whatever. A kind of traditional way, isn't that? Having a movie. Sorry, having a dinner, going to a movie. But yeah, um, you know, try to figure out what she was doing over there at that party, I guess. It's kind of funny how we met, though. We were I was walking home from the train station, and because it was late at night, and that time of night there are no buses going from the station to my home anymore. And I was walking home, and she was walking towards me. And what's that? Been there, done that. Yeah, but it's always better than a party where you're not feeling comfortable around all those people, though. um, but anyways, she was walking towards me, and then she gave me a smile, and I was having my earbuds on, I was listening to music. So I paused the music and I said, "You got a pretty smile, beautiful smile, something along those lines. I don't even something like that." And I unpaused the music again and just walked on. And then, of course, I didn't hear anything, and I felt something on my shoulder, and it scared me. Like, well, what's that? And it was her, and she was really beautiful to see. She really had that um, surprised look on the face, and she was looking really beautiful because of that unexpected compliment, I guess. Like, and at that moment, I also realized how crazy it is, how much you can do with just a couple of words for somebody. You can make their whole day. It's weird. It never occurred to me that was something that was possible, but it apparently was. But we started chatting, and yeah, it was fun. So we decided to. She asked me if I wanted to go to that party with her. I went. And at the party, we were talking about having a dinner sometime. So I guess we will. She got my number, I got her number, so probably will. She doesn't know I have all those invites yet, so not sure what that's gonna change anything, but we'll see, I guess. Are you guys in a relationship? Dinner conversation. Yeah. Well, maybe not the best one. Yeah, Jack. I would love it if she would say, "Hey, I got treasures at home," but I don't think that's gonna happen though. But she doesn't seem to be like one of those, a spider kind of girl, She doesn't look like that anyway, so I don't know. Guess she will only find out when she sees the spiders, I guess. But oh, missing something. Wait, not currently. I was seeing a girl from Argentina for many years, but about 2 years back, she moved back to South America. Oh, that's too bad. That sucks. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. If it was a fun relationship, it sucks, obviously, of course. But I guess she had her reasons. Maybe was a little bit homesick or so. I don't know. Who did you go with her? Let's hang out. Oh, and then I watch my video so they are not surprised. Well, that might be a good thing, yeah, Jeff. Or maybe not. I think I'll just keep her away from my house for the first few dates, until she gets to know me a bit before she starts to getting to know my spiders. I'm gonna have a beer, guys. I'm sorry. I don't drink often, but I guess New Year's Eve is as good as any to have a beer, right? Should be champagne or anything, but I'm not that much of a drinker. I just drink every now and then. But I don't speak Spanish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, long distance is something that I don't think really works. Okay, thanks, Jack. Cool, Jeff. Cheers, mate. Yeah. I'm even not that much of a I'm even that much of a not drinker that I buy like really cheap beer. I'm like, I'm just having a beer. I'm not like a beer fanatic, nowhere, whatever. Hmm. As you guys may know, I love watching American football. Um, and you see a lot of those Bud Lights um, commercials. But is Bud Light just like a non-alcoholic beer, or is that I don't know? Is it less calories or something? I don't know. I don't understand light in the beer. I don't understand Coke Light, but a beer light. Is it just no alcohol, less alcohol, or less calories? Less calories. Okay. 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 Thanks, Jack. Yeah. It's typical American lager. Okay. Well, yeah, I like to try beers from. If I like to try something different every now and then. I used to drink a lot more than I do now. Obviously, I work in a restaurant, and after work, it's often you go to a bar altogether and have a drink. Um, but now I live in a different city than where I work. Hey, Happy New Year! I saw Happy New Year. Hey, Dave. Hey, mate. Um, I now live in a different city than where I work, so I'm not going to the bar with them anymore. But I used to go, of course, and I like to try different kinds of beers. Every now and then they had a new beer from France or Germany or whatever, and I like to try it. But yeah, like I said, I do not drink that much anymore. So yeah, now it's just a cheap beer when I get one, and it's okay for me. So yeah. How are you doing, Dave? Are you gonna come back making videos or not gonna do YouTube anymore? Okay, cool. Oh, I must have missed him then. I have to check. I'm sorry about that. I'm that's okay. Okay, cool. I'm going to rehouse my Ornithoctorine Mehong Son tomorrow. I just finished the enclosure, and I wanted to do the rehouse after that, but it was already getting late, and like I said, I was going to that party, and like I always say, doing my rehouses, take your time, don't rush. So I decided not to do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and that video will be up on the 2nd or the 3rd of January. But yeah, she's really beautiful. If you like how the species Hati Hati looks like, you're gonna like this one as well. They are really pretty. They kind of resemble the Hati Hati, a little bit different, but yeah, I like. And it's a bit strange because the Hati Hati is, sorry, the Mehong Son. I've really been looking through YouTube on the common names, which is the bamboo spider, or the scientific name, or the given name really, and I can't find any videos about this species on YouTube, um, apart from my own videos, and I don't understand because it turns out there are quite a lot of people that do have them, but they do have wild caught females. So my sling is from the first captive bred egg, so I don't know why, but hey, Pumpkin Patch, how you doing? I know you're not there yet, but Happy New Year already. Oh, yeah, Jack. I remember. I hope you can get it, man. Thanks, Dave. Happy New Year to you too, mate. Enjoy. Don't do anything crazy or something I wouldn't do. Yeah, Pumpkin. The time I didn't make it completely because I wasn't supposed to do anything, and I went to a party, and I actually didn't like the party that much, so I came back home and decided to do the live show anyways. So. So, anyone already know some new additions they're gonna get this year or next year for you guys? Well, that must have been a fun friend, I guess, right? Sounds a bit like me, though. I could have said that. Though I'm probably not cocky enough to tell somebody to name it after me, I guess. But any of you getting new additions? I'm interested. I want to know. You don't know. Okay. Oh, just a bit. I hope you're gonna get some, of course. I mean, I love watching those videos. Unboxings are always cool and fun and exciting. Tax returns. When is that? When are those tax returns? Yeah, no money. That seems to be a common thing these days. I got the same. Well, I like getting slings, though. I do have so many slings and not a whole lot of the real big ones yet or juveniles that I'm a bit hesitant about buying more slings, and I really want to wait till I find some bigger specimens of certain species. Really. Oh, okay. February, early April. Well, let's hope it's February then. Then you don't have to wait that long. I can tell you people that I am getting a new female, which I'm gonna pick up in a week. So it's in next Monday. I'm gonna pick her up, and I'm gonna get her from the same guy that I got the adult Balfouri female from, and the Vicularia female. And he is also the guy that takes me to the shows in Germany and that sold me two Pamphobetes polyama, which both turned out to be male. And then he traded me one of the males for one of the females that he still had, just for free, for nothing. So it was really a great guy, and I because of that I had that sex pair, Pamphobetes species polyama. And now I saw this female being for sale, and I just had to get it because it's a species that I've been looking for a while. But I could only find slings, and like I just said, I have so many slings that I didn't want to add more slings. I wanted something that I could see that's a little bit bigger already, you know. So yeah, and then when I saw this female for the price that he was selling her, I just had to jump on it. So I am getting a new female next Monday. I'm gonna pick her up. Not sure when that video is gonna be, because like I said, in a day or two I'll be doing the uploading the video of the Rehouse of the Mae Hong Son, and I gotta be working on that collection tour video, of course, because like I said in the previous video, it's going to be in alphabetical order, but not on genus name, because I don't want to do that, because then you got all the Brachypelmas in a row, and all the Ceropachypus in a row, and all the Acanthoscurrias in a row, and just to name something. And that might make for a bit boring video. I've seen my previous collection tour that I did in January 2018, and it was boring at times, because a lot of those species, like the Ceropachypus, they all burrow, and it was hard to get them on camera, and I didn't catch them all on camera. So you got a whole big gaps of nothing. So what I want to do is I'm going to do it on alphabetical order by species. So not Acanthoscurria, Brachypelma, blah blah blah, but by species name. So Cabocla, yeah, whatever. You know, well, first is the Pemphigus antinus, and then so on, so on, so on. So but it's gonna make it a bit tough to film, but we'll see. So I might do a video in between before I get that collection tour going, but I have to see. And now I'm gonna check what you wrote. What is one of your favorite genus species? Well, one of my favorite genus out there is the Phormictopus. I love the Phormictopus, and a lot of them are like brownish tarantulas with different sheens of copper and gold and that. But I like the attitude. They get some decent size to them. They have they have an attitude. So yeah, that's really one of the awesome species. I also really love my my Psammopoeus cambridgei. I love them. You know, everybody's for the Eminia or the Victory nowadays, but I love my cambridgei. It's an awesome tarantula to have. And if you've seen Fatal Fangs, it's an awesome eater. He eats like that every time. I do love the Ceropachypus / Ornithoctoninae. To me, they're like one big family. I love those as well. And the Chilobrachys. Oh, it's so hard to choose one, isn't it? I like Chilobrachys as well. So yeah, it's really awesome. My fingers are crossed. My job likes to take its time sending me the forms some years. Yeah, companies might be like that. It's the same, but when you have to pay something, they want your money within like a week. But when they have to pay you, it can take up to months. That's crazy. Acalcides, that's awesome, man. I want one of those that so bad, Calcides, and I just can't find them. The only Phonoplma I can find over here in the Simani, and it really sucks. Don't get me wrong, the Simani is a beautiful spider, but that's not the one that I want. So yeah. Do you have any true spiders? No. I used to have a jumping spider, Phidippus regius, but it didn't make out of a mold. It molted and it died. I at the moment only have scorpions and one centipede and a lot of tarantulas. My praying mantis died. I think it was just old because it was already an adult female, and they don't get that old anyways. So that sucks. It was really a cool creature, but it died unfortunately. So yeah, like I said, I only have tarantulas and scorpions at the moment. I did find a very cool spider at my work the other day, but I didn't have anything with me to take it home. So I'm actually hoping it is going to be still there when I need to work again. I need to work Wednesday. I'm hoping it's going to be still there, and then we'll take it home. And it was really cool cool spider with a lot of webbing done. So if it's still there, I will take it home and see if it will do something cool. Yeah, wool spiders are awesome. I can't find them over here. I'm supposed to have some over here in the Netherlands, wool spiders, but I've never seen them. I've seen those really big black spiders. I have no idea what they are. I found them as a kid, and not that much anymore. But when I was younger and I was a kid, I saw a lot of them. Yeah, I would like a black widow as well, but I don't know. There's something about the black widow that kind of freaks me out. I know they are not deadly, and I know they do not really bite often, but um, hmm. That might actually be a smart thing, Jack. So, yeah. Which is a good thing, because I lost the first wool spider when it surprised me and escaped into the kitchen. Yeah, but those wool spiders seems to be a lot quicker than most slings, though. We do have a lot of, I believe they're called cartwheel spiders. Those ones with a white cross on the back. They're really cool. I made a picture of it a couple of weeks ago. I found one. It was really the biggest one I've seen in years. I used to see really big ones, but this was the biggest one I've seen in years. And it was, if you have my hand like this, I mean, it was like this big. I don't know, does it show up? Something like that. And it was that's quite big for that species. It was really awesome to see. And somebody told me to capture it and take it home, but it had a massive web, like really this big. And I didn't want to take it out of the web. I didn't feel comfortable doing so. Yeah, that's a good thing. I used to do that as well. Put the box in a different box when rehousing, because often when they run out to one, they will stop at the other, and if not, you've got time to put the lid on. That's what I used to do it a lot like that. Um, I I got a bit more confident as I moved on, but maybe it's not confident. Maybe it's just cocky and careful. And am I gonna get surprised one day? Who knows, right? But I haven't lost a sling during rehouses or in any other tarantula really. I have lost a tarantula during watering though. um, Two actually. I've lost an HMAC, Heteroscota maculata, about this big. Uh, DLS that was not this big body, but DLS. I was watering it and it shoot out and it's still nowhere to be found. And it's about like 3-4 months now. And the same happened with one of the Piscatera fasciata that's in that communal. There was two of them in there. There's only one now. One of them ran out. Exactly the same thing. I was watering it and gone. So I'm blaming the kind of enclosure because I've never had it with any other enclosure that I use, except for that kind of enclosure, which are those plastic cups. And let me see. Oh, these. They've got a wide opening, and I think it's because of that. Because I've never had it happen before, and both of those, the HMAC and the Piscatera, escaped out of something like this. So I don't think I will use those anymore for arboreals. Yeah, well, it's not paranoid, of course. I mean, you're just being prepared, and that's a good thing. That's one of the things I always say. Um, hey, one moment. What's this button? Oh, okay. Sorry. Um, um, that's one of the things I always say. Be prepared. Keep relaxed. Be prepared. Keep thinking. Take your time. Those are the most important things when doing a rehouse. And I think when you look at my rehouse series, that if you go look to my first rehouse video that I ever did, it's only the second video on my channel. I was kind of jumpy. I was doing the Davos Pentaloris female because she had mold, and I rehoused her, and I was jumpy like, but I learned a lot in the last year, really. I've been in the hobby for 6 years, almost 7 now. But I learned a lot in the past year from doing those rehouses live on camera, and I learned a lot of how to control my scares, I guess, and my jumps to not do them. And it made me more comfortable and more confident in doing them. So yeah, and if you watch my last 6 rehouse videos, I think I'm pretty calm and relaxed, and I keep thinking while doing them, and that's really the key in having successful rehouses, I think. So, what was my first range? That was the Phylmectopus trichomatis female, the big one. That usually is at the end of every feeding video that I do. So usually at the end of part 3 of the feeding video, that big girl, she was my first tarantula, and I got her as a sling. Hey Cheryl, Happy New Year. What time is it in Virginia? Yeah, I've kept snakes too, Jack. I still have snakes though. 9:47 p.m. So it's the East Coast, right? I used to have a lot of snakes. I do not. I only have a couple of them left. Wait one moment. Let me see if I can get one of the snakes out. Oh, here she is. And I sold most of my snakes. This is one of the few I still got left. And this one is going nowhere, because this is a miracle baby. I hatched her myself over here. And she's a 3-gene animal. I don't know if you know ball pythons, but she is Hydrangewoma granite, Mojave, and fire. So 3 genes. And I only had 2 eggs, and she was in the only surviving egg, and she was the grand prize in that pairing. So she's a little bit skinny. She had a fasting period, but she started eating finally. So again, so yeah, she isn't the most friendly one though. She has been nipping at me at times, but because I left her alone mostly because she didn't want to eat, and I didn't want to stress her out any more than necessary, of course. So yeah, but she's really beautiful. Doesn't really show up on camera, but yeah, really cool. So let me put her back. One moment. Go back, girl. Nope, that's my finger. You don't want that. Good girl. Okay, so I'm back. Longest living tea on recorded, do you know? No, I don't know. Really, I don't know which is the longest living tea. I think a Grandma Solo Isaiah will come very, very close to being one of the long lives, I guess. Thanks, Jeff and Cheryl. Yeah, she is really beautiful. Yeah, I love vipers as well, but I do not feel comfortable in having deadly snakes around, you know. I did have reticulated pythons. Of course, they can be deadly by the sheer size, but yeah. Thanks, Pumpkin. Yeah. What is her morph? She is a hidden Chihuahua Granite Mojave Fire. So the hidden Chihuahua Granite, which is often abbreviated to HG. What? Wait. Hidden Gene Chihuahua Granite. So HGWG. Hidden Chihuahua Granite. That's just one morph. Then the other morph is Mojave, and the other morph is Fire. So that's 3 morphs in one. And without the fire, they are just a lot darker as to what she is, which was her dad, really, which I also hatched. So I hatched her dad, which was the hidden Chihuahua Granite Mojave, and I hatched her from breeding her father to a fire. Oh, okay, Jack, that's really cool. But there you go. I don't know that much about venomous snakes. Just to show you guys. Well, Cheryl, there's a website named worldofballpythons.net, and there's like tons of morphs on there with pictures, and also a genetic calculator. So let's say you do have ball pythons. Let's say you have one that has 2 genes, the other one has 3 genes. You can put it in the calculator, and you can make them calculate, and then you can see all the possible outcomes. So it's really a useful site. I don't know if the hidden Chihuahua Granite Mojave Fire is on there though. It wasn't when I hatched her, but who knows? Yeah, okay. Which were they, Jack? Which species were they? Now I'm getting interested. Hey, have you seen Fatal Fangs this week, guys and girls? What do you think about the matchup? Oh, the matchups, really. I mean, I'm not necessarily talking about my matchup, but all of them. There were some tight battles. Great matchups. Yeah, I thought so too. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Well, I have to be honest, and that's not something. What I'm gonna say is not something that the way I usually am, but when I got that clip of my summer post Cambridge Eye, I knew I had a good one. When I saw it back, when I watched it back and I saw the lighting was good, the tarantula was right in, right there. The attack was good. I knew I had a pretty good clip right there. So I was pretty confident going into this round, but I never expected to um, have this big difference between me and the opponent wicked tarantulas um, after one day already. It's like 70 to 30% or something. It's really crazy. Southern copperheads, eyelash vipers. Yeah, those eyelash vipers, they're really beautiful. Yeah, those copperheads as well, though. But those eyelash vipers are really awesome. Those are arboreal, right? The eyelash vipers. What's my new dream tea? I don't have one. Um, I first of all have to say that I've never been on the Celadonia bandwagon. I'm not a real big fan of them. Um, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but um, they just never did it for me. I mean, when I look at the Celadonia or I look at my Caribena versicolor sling, I love my versicolor sling. I'm like, she's pretty. I don't need a Celadonia. Not saying they look the same, but not like, but yeah, I don't see enough in the Celadonia to think that I want to pay $500 for an teeny tiny sling. Oh, no, never mind. So yeah. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, they are. Okay, thanks, Jack. Um, yeah, there's some things going on with voting that I'm not all too happy about. One of the things is in the first week where I also competed in, and there was Shanti's tarantulas, of tarantulas with Shanti, sorry, versus Valley's tarantulas, and Shanti had Valley's tarantulas beat until the day before the last day of the voting. He made a Facebook post on his Facebook page, asking people to vote because he was closing the gap. And in the last couple minutes, hours, Shanti lost that match, and that's unfair. People are supposed to be voting for the best clip and not because of their friend on Facebook asked them to vote. Yeah, that sucks. Kind of things like that happening, but it maybe was a bit to expected that there was going to be some unfair voting going on. Hey, James. Happy New Year, man. Yeah, this week I clearly have the better fit. In the first week when I was against Winton, I wasn't that sure because, well, I think I think I like my clip better, but of course he had that Sydney funnel web, which is like really that enormous, venomous, deadly spider, um, which nobody else has because nobody else is from Australia, um, or almost nobody else has. Let's put it that way. The only way you can have it is in an illegal way. Uh, so I wasn't too sure because, and of course his dad, who is the one that's doing all the filming, it's not Winton himself, it's the dad. Had the different angles and the slow mo. So yeah, no, it was the hard one, and I wasn't too sure. I won that one in the end in the last 2 days, like I think something like that. And now in this clip, when I look at Wicked Tarantula's clip, the lighting is bad and it's through the side of the cage. But you never know. When they have a lot of friends, they can win. Apparently, and that's something I don't like. Hey, Norris eight-legged crickets. How are you, man? Critters. Sorry, I said crickets, didn't I? I meant critters. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, Winton had was a good clip as well. Who won the tea feeding showdown overall? Well, it's still going. Hey, Andrew. Happy New Year, mate. Crickets are critters. Yeah, a bit, isn't it? But yeah. Yay. Awesome. Got more people coming in. I'm gonna do this now. I've been going for 45 minutes already, so I'm allowed to have a smoke, right? Who's left in? I am. That's the only thing that counts, right? No. I'm still in. David over at Arachnid is still in. Victor Spidey V is still in. So many. There's a lot of people still in, and there's a new one out, and a new round. Round 2 started yesterday. I'm in that round, so you can check it out. When you go to trench.tv.com/fangs, you can see the video, or on Sam the Bugrealm website. He's got the Fatal Fangs, and you can see everybody. It's really cool, and you can vote. Well, not saying you have to vote for me, because that's not what I want to say. You vote for the best clip, please. So yeah, but yeah, Mark Strangelas is still in. Tom Moran is in. A couple of things I'm not too happy about, like the Dark Den deferring his win to somebody else. The Spider-Man and Tarantula Den both being out. Okay, their clips weren't good. You know, they didn't have very good clips, but not too happy about them being out. Not because I don't like the winner, but you know, they are the big names, and I was really hoping to get a battle versus one of the big names. Not because I think I can win, but you know, that way I maybe could get a couple of extra views on my channel, or maybe a few extra subscribers. You know, for personal gain, it would have been better for me if I could face a big opponent, I guess. And Exotic Lair that did defer his win. Really not happy about those guys doing that. You know, it sucks. You know, it's not something any of us that are still in there can do something about, of course. But it's too bad. I really would have loved to battle one of them. You know. But yeah, we'll see. I have like 2 friends outside my immediate family. Most of my subscribers are from YouTube. Yeah, James. You know, that's what I said. They didn't have good clips. Absolutely not. And indeed, what you said about the Sand Spider not eating the cricket. You know, I don't understand why he will entry such a clip. Maybe he was thinking he will get enough votes because he is the Spider-Man. I don't know. I think they will do it. They are talking about doing it again. They want to make changes, so things with the voting system is going to be more fair, which is a good thing. So yeah, I have to see. But yeah, there is some drama developing. I'm hearing things, you know, that I don't know, which makes me a bit hesitant about saying I'm gonna be there next year again with the Fatal Fangs. So not 100% sure on that. The idea is cool. The composition is cool. Yeah, there are a couple of things around it, surrounding it, that makes me think like, Yeah, Jack. That's one of the reasons why I participated. Obviously, I mean, I'm not a really big channel. You know, I'm like, the last time I checked earlier today was 1,248 subscribers, which is, I mean, considering that I did hit on 1,000 only in the 4th of November, I believe. Now I'm not 100% sure. It might have been 4th of December. No, 4th of November. And I'm now at 1,250 almost, so I'm growing quite good pace. Um, but yeah, it was the only reason why I wanted to join, because I never had the idea that I might win, never. Uh, but with those big names being out, either being taken out or deferring their wins, I've now been told by a couple of people that I might be one of the favorites, and I really don't like that. I liked my underdog position. I liked being there, but not being the one that is being seen as one of the favorites. And now, like I just said, a couple of people have been telling me that I might be one of the favorites now. Because the bigger channels are out now. So I'm not too sure if I'm happy about that. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Yeah. Um, I saw I was crushing it on Fatal Fangs this matchup this time. Um, so yeah, we'll see. But I've been I maybe shouldn't have done that, but I've been snooping down the whole tournament schedule and the way it um, how do you say that? The way it develops. What it looks like right now is that my next opponent will be Leon Lattegan. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, the guy from South Africa. And the winner of that battle between me and Leon will be against what now looks like either Tennessee Tarantulas or Dean's Tarantulas. If they both win their current battle. You know, and I don't know. I don't like looking too far in the future, but yeah, battle versus Leon might be cool. You know, and after that, of course, via versus Tennessee might be awesome as well. So I just have to see. Oh, my phone isn't working like it should. Nope. Really? Damn you. I hate technology, you know. There we are again. Uh-oh, I missed a whole lot. Oh, here we are. Thanks, Norfus. Happy New Year. And see you around, mate. What? Wish we could have entered in my... You stay so still, worried the cell is broke, or you may be dead. You okay? I'm okay. I'm here. I'm okay. Littlest Dragon, hello. Pumpkin Patch Kids, good luck to you. Well, thanks, mate. Um, yeah, we'll see where we go. I'm just writing it as far as I can, I guess. The only thing I'm really not liking is that all the big names are on the other side of the schedule. So um, I'm not gonna face Mark Strangelas or Tom Moran or David over the Arachnids anytime soon. If I'm gonna face one of them, in order to face them, I need to get to the finals. So I'm probably not ever gonna face one of them in this tournament, unfortunately. And again, it goes. I'm absolutely horrible at trying to film videos, so even if I have more spiders. Well, an important thing is to get a tripod. A tripod makes your life so much easier when filming. Holding the camera might sometimes make it easier to get a good shot, but 9 out of 10 times using holding your camera is always going to be shaky. If you watch my very, very, very first filming video on this channel, which is after this live show 91 videos ago. Oh no, this is number 91. Anyways, it's very shaky. I've gotten a very, very awesome takedown by my from Octopus Trichomatis completely at the end. But when I'm holding after the third movie or something, a film video, after the third video, I got the tripod, and it really made it so much easier to film. So that's really important. When you're gonna film, get a tripod. Thanks, Pumpkin Patch. Yeah, Pumpkin. What's your name, man? I hate saying Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch. I mean, I don't hate saying it, but I know it's not your name. 10 out of 10 times for me. Well, Jack, go. You have to get started. You know, the first time after you're done, the first time you upload it and you get comments and you read them and people like them, even if you get only 3 likes in your first video and 10 views. That means that out of the 10 people that watched, 3 people liked it enough to press that thumb. I didn't get a whole lot of views in my first video. I didn't get a whole lot of likes, not in the first month and a half of it being online. I got more views after I got more subscribers and they went back watching videos and it got more likes and stuff. But you gotta do it, and you got to start getting subscribers. And when you shouldn't be too concerned about the views and the likes you get on your first few videos in the first 2-3 months, because you're still trying to build your channel and trying to get an audience. Because that's one part, get that audience. Then the point, of course, is keep them. But yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate us tiny channels, and the bigger ones were planning on deferring anyway. Yeah, that might be. There might very, very well be. I've heard some talk about that as well. That's why I said there were some things about the Fatal Fangs that surround Fatal Fangs that makes me not that sure if I'm gonna enter next year's Fatal Fangs. The first book carried them. Yeah, Indeed, or their followers would carry them through. Indeed, and I think that they didn't make it because their subscribers and other viewers might feel like they underachieved with the clips that they did enter, and they were like, "No, I'm not gonna vote for that." I think something like that happened. So, what's your plans for your animals in 2019? What do you mean? My plans for my animals? I plan on keeping them alive, of course, but that's probably not what you meant. By the way, is the sound any good? Or is it like too soft or something? You go, Jack. Make them kill your enemies. Let me know if it works. Breeding or channel plans. Breeding might happen. I got a couple of females that are adult, like my Phimictopus caceres, Phimictopus trichomatis. Okay, thanks. The sound is great. Okay, the trichomatis. They are both adult females. My Cereopecapus hynanus is an adult female, and she isn't. She has molted pretty recently, but I do not feel really that comfortable in breeding in Cereopecapus. They tend to be man eaters. But I would love to try in breeding the Caceres or the Trichomatis really. Not much plans on breeding on other ones at this moment. Maybe the Vicularia when she molts out and is an adult, but I would need a male, of course, for all those species, and I don't have those, so I'm kind of depending on if I can find a male. And for my channel, yeah, just I want to make videos and hope they will entertain you guys. And I do not want to go the entertainment channel route like Exotic Slayer. That's just not who I am. That's not my channel. My channel is about my Tranchelas and not about my hands and saying my Tranchelas are fat. I'm not saying anything wrong about him, but that what he does is just not what I do. It's you guys have seen my videos, right? You guys have seen my feeding videos, my rehouse videos, and you see how my Tranchelas act and behave. And I really don't know why his Tarantulas are threat posing all day long. You know, it can only be a couple of things, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to start any drama. But there can only be a couple of reasons why those Tarantulas behave the way they do. And you've seen my videos. You've seen that my Tarantulas do not do that. Yes, my Phimictopus trichomatis has given threat poses every now and then. Yes, she has. But 9 out of 10 times she doesn't. My Cereopecapus, one of them, either of them. Have you ever seen them threat pose except for the ones in which I harassed them because I was rehousing them? No, you haven't. Same goes for almost any other Tarantula in my collection. So yeah, there's a couple of reasons why they do that, but it's not because they are that way. A Tarantula would choose to hide, run and hide before they will go in trap pose and attack. Andrew, DAA. No, I stopped reading ball pythons. I actually sold almost all of them. In the beginning of this video, well, not beginning, I think at the 30-minute mark, showed one of the ball pythons I still have, which is the female Hindenburg granite Mojave Fire. Um, After last season when I had a trouble with the thermostat, and this year them not being ready, I lost my pleasure in it, my passion, and I realized that if I sold them, they would probably be taken care of a little bit better than I would be without the passion that I had, and but I decided to keep that one because she's my miracle baby. So yeah. Yeah, it's it is Jigoma Granite Mojave Fire. You know, you've probably seen the egg cutting video when I hatched her. Um, but yeah. Hey Nuno, Happy New Year, mate. Yeah, Jambers, I've got a ball python. I used to have a lot of them. I've got a couple of them left now. But the only one of which I'm sure that I'm gonna keep is one that I showed earlier in this video. See, I wouldn't know that because I've only had some pretty chill New World species so far. The worst I've seen is a bee bomi. Yeah, yeah. Bomies kick their hairs. You know, New Worlds will kick hairs when they're harassed. You know, but that's when they're harassed. When you pick their enclosure, put the enclosure down, take off the lid, they might kick hairs. They might get annoyed. But before they will start throwing threat poses, they will indeed kick either their hairs or run into their burrow. Now, of course, old world tarantulas do not have those urticating hairs, so they usually opt to run into their burrow, but they can only have a burrow when they can make one, and that's where I want to leave that at because I don't want to say things that start drama. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, indeed, Jack. You know, those animals don't have a death wish. On the contrary, they want to live. Um, they and in the wild, you know, if you're gonna look at how a tarantula behaves in the wild, of course they are in captivity with us, but their first instinct is to run inside into their burrow and hide. That's what they do. Only when harassed, when pressed, when cornered, they will start trap posing and saying, "Get the fuck out of here, or we'll eat your face." Oh, sorry for the language. I'm sorry, but get the hell out of here, or we'll eat you. And but that's only when they got nowhere to go or when they are pushed. Um, so if they have the option, they will run inside their burrow, even the so-called angry OBT. You've seen the rehouse of my, well, maybe you don't, but the first video in my new rehouse series is the Trunniculus murinus, the OBT. And if you see how chill, how non-aggressive or defensive that girl was during that rehouse, it shows all. And I know there could be an exception, but she is not an exception. She is just a normal Trunniculus murinus behaving because I stayed calm. But you know, when they have a room to run into, a space, a hole, a burrow they can hide into, they won't start throwing threat poses. They will run inside of that and hide, really. Moose meat. Hello, Moose meat. Hey, Mitch. Ever lost a sling? And if so, how did you find it again? I did lose 3 slings in total. One is the HMAC, and the other one is the Piscinateria fasciata. I haven't found them. They were both about this big, diagonal leg span. And I explained already they were in these kind of enclosures, and the opening is way too big. And I was watering them, and they were gone. And haven't found them since. And my Brachyramosa, Setnocnemus brachyramosa sling escaped when it was only like this big diagonal leg span, and I found it. So it's really like having luck finding them or not. I guess I don't know. Um, I'm 100% sure though that those Piscillaria and HMAC are both still alive, or at least one of them, if they haven't eaten each other both. Because I don't have really big spiders alive around loose in the house. You know, the wild spiders we have here in the Netherlands are very small, not big enough to kill a tarantula. There have been enough of crickets running around loose in my house for them to eat, and there's always a source of water available here in my house. So I'm sure if they stayed inside, they're still alive. If they found a way out, they might be dead because it's too cold outside. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, might show up eventually, and you know, uh, what you might do is just let some crickets crawl around loose, and so it has something to eat. HMAX kind of worse though. Yeah, maybe, but you know they are quite reclusive. So at first I was afraid of. It got me worried. Sorry. At first it got me worried that the HMAC was out, but they are kind of reclusive and they hide, and they tend to make a lot of web. So the way I figure it is that if it's going to be somewhere, I will know it because of all the web. Um, but I've seen no webbing in my house, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, there is some webbing from wild spiders. Daddy long legs, a lot of them. I don't want to kill them, so I got quite a lot of daddy long legs in my house, eating tiny crickets, I guess. Um, so yeah, but no really big curtains of web that HMAX make. So I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's behind a closet. I don't know. Yeah. So, Mitch, you had any fun New Year's Eve? Yeah, that's a smart thing. My whole Red Runner colony died because of the thermostat malfunction, unfortunately. Not sure if I'm gonna start a new Red Runner colony. I might up. Hey, that's cool. I might up to go back to dubias. They are uh, they move less when they touch web and such, but I always found them easier to breed. I know everybody says red runners are easier, but I had more trouble getting red runner babies than I did have dubias. I started out with a really small dubia colony, and in no time it was huge, and it didn't work the same way with the red runners for me. So oh, that's nice celebrating with mom and dad. It's a long time ago for me already because I cannot get home if I go to my parents. Yeah, I did feed off the male meat. Yeah, Jack, that's that. You know, if I take away all those daddy long legs, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a lot of those fruit flies everywhere because I still have flies every now and then somewhere, and I have no idea where they come from. But I'm sure that if I remove all those spiders, then I'm gonna have a lot more of them. Yeah, like I said, I did feed off the males, but yeah, and you know, I mean, to feed my big Vermictopuses or like the Acanthoscurria geniculata that I got, that really big one. To feed them, I would have to feed like 4 rat runners, you know, or at least 3. While I could be done with 1 dubia on them. So I'm really thinking about breeding dubias, um, even though that might in some occasions give little less awesome attacks because they play that. But I really do think that dubias are a easier source, and they can be they're more suited for the bigger tarantulas, I guess. And of course, you got baby dubias that can be fed to the smaller tarantulas. So why not keep both? I don't have the space for that. Um, I've got a really big tub in which I had the red runners, 120-liter tub or something, really big. I just don't have the space to get a second one of those, and I don't know. It's another. You know, I've got quite a lot. I need a lot of time to care for the treasures that I own, and then getting a second roach colony is going to be like way too much. Now. Hey Ben, welcome. Well, I've dropped red runners and they have escaped, but the conditions in my house aren't good enough for them to breed, so I'm not absolutely not worried about that. Oh yeah, I've also dropped dubias that got away. Not worried about that either. The conditions aren't good enough for them to breed, so yeah, they will either get picked by one of the traces that I had escaped, the HMAC of the or the P. fasciata, or the daddy long legs. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm okay, Ben. How are you, man? I just didn't go anywhere with New Year's Eve, so decided to do a live show. It is getting quite late though, because it's now 4:33 a.m. So I think I will log out in a couple of minutes. Yeah, that was one of the concerns I had as well, you know. And every time if I need to get dressed or change anything, I was checking everything and turning the sweater outside. But no, didn't happen. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. I hope you guys like the chat. You know, I know there were no tarantulas in this video. Um, I know everybody always um, usually checks out my channel for the tarantulas, I guess. But I just wanted to have a chat and have some fun with the subscribers that were um, got got nothing to do as well and tuned in. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed in a couple of minutes. So that's why I'm starting this whole thing. Planning to go to the next Houten. No idea when that is really, so I'm not sure. I'm good. So I was thinking of getting more teas, but don't know what to get. But what do you like, Ben? I mean, get a GBP or HP Poker piece. Good options. Good options. April. Might do. Have to see. Not 100% sure yet. I will let you know, Mitch. Okay, thanks, Jack. So yeah, 9:36. Wow. Yeah, 4:36 over here, man. I live in the future. No, yeah. That's okay, Mitch. You have a good night. Need to go to my parents tomorrow. I need to look a little bit sharp, I guess. Boreal teas. New Worlds or Warm Worlds? Or an intermediate, you know. Tell me lottery numbers, yeah. If only. If only, mate. I would. Really, I would. Yeah. I do like my summer posts. But like I said in the beginning of this video, for the ones that haven't seen it, I love the summer poets Cambridgei better than the Eminia or the Victory. They are, to me, the summer poets Cambridgei is an amazing tarantula. They are new worlds, but that I don't know. They don't seem like new worlds to me. They are fast. They are crazy. Their venom is potent than the typical New World tarantula. The behavior is different than your typical New World tarantula. So, but yeah, the summer pose is a very cool tarantula, and I saw something about Old World. Old World. Well, you got the Piscitaria, of course, which are cool. Though I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Piscitaria Metallica, but in my opinion, they are a little bit overpriced and overrated. I like the Piscitaria Subfusca Lowland Highland as a form better than I do like the Metallica. Though I do not have those, and I do have the Metallica, but I just haven't found a good one for sale yet. But like I said before, I'm a really big fan of Ceropachypus ornithoctoninae group, and I really like my Ceropachypus species Hati Hati. Beautiful. I like my ornithoctoninae species Mehon Song / the bamboo spider. Awesome tarantulas, really, really beautiful. And I recently got a couple Ceropachypus species Sumatran tiger. And if you like the Hati Hati, you really have to look into the species Sumatran tiger, because they are like the Hati Hati on steroids. Their color pops way more, and the the pattern on the abdomen is a lot more bold on the species Sumatran tiger than it is on the Hati Hati, and the color is more vibrant. So really, really look into that one. They are a bit more expensive, but they are really, really awesome. So yeah, I would say for sure go look for some Ceropachypus species Sumatran tiger if you can find them, if they are not too expensive. I have no idea about the price of them in the States or anywhere else than the Netherlands, really. Hey, bye bye, Andrew. Take your time, and thanks for watching, mate. Well, I have to say, I also say Technikinis Gigas still. I don't even know their new gender's name. It just doesn't stick. It won't. I don't know. Yeah, the Gigas is very, very reclusive. If you have the Viola Seus, I used to have an adult female of that, and I even had an exec from that girl. My first and only successful breeding so far. That one was a little bit less reclusive until it had the exec, of course. Then it became very reclusive, but she showed herself quite a lot. She wasn't that crazy that you hear about Technikinius a whole lot. She was really cool. Pseudo something, yeah, indeed, pseudo something. Pseudo Clamorous, yeah, that might be it, Meech. That might be it. Like I said, it's a name and it just won't stick. I'm too much used to the Technikinius and it just won't stick. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna close off. But keep in mind, in a day or two, I will upload the video of my rehouse of this the Onyctoctonidae species Mehonson. Hope I'm gonna get some good shots of her. I made a reservation for that new girl, which I'm going to pick up. Because the guy lives so close to me, there was no use in having it shipped. I'm gonna pick it up. So the Trenchlau won't be in shipping for a day and a half. It will be in shipping only for the transportation time for me to pick it up and back. So that's good. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I will tell you it's an old world adult female and African. It's not an Asian, so it's not a Ceropecapus Haplopelma species, whatever. It's an African old world female adult. And of course, I'm gonna start filming the Trenchlau tour tomorrow, the collection tour. I'm not sure when that will be uploaded because it's gonna take a whole lot of time to film all of the Trenchlas, especially because I want to do that in that order, alphabetical order by species name and not gender's name. So I first gonna make a list for myself, which one where, and I also if the Trenchlau won't show up, I want to try and find an older feeding clip or a clip from a rehouse video and use that for the Trenchlas that do not want to eat or do not want to show themselves, because it's going to be a feeding / collection tour. But I will still show the animals that do not eat but show themselves. And then if there are animals that do not want to show themselves at all, I will try to use older clips. So you get to see it anyways with a voiceover or something. And I saw somebody saying Happy New Year. Hey Catherine, Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for the chat, Andrew. Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, Jeff. Pumpkin Patch, having a great New Year. Yeah, mate, you too. I'm so sorry, Catherine. I'm about to finish off. I've been live for 90 minutes almost now, and I'm getting quite tired. It's 4:45 a.m. over here. Good night, Jack. And thanks for the chat. Okay, I'm sorry, Catherine. But Catherine, stay tuned. I got a couple of videos coming up that should be really cool. So thanks for tuning in anyways, because I really appreciate that. It's just getting really, really late now. So I gotta go. Or no, I don't got to go, but I really need to get to bed, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, good night, Mitch. Okay, thanks everybody. Have fun celebrating New Year's Eve. Be careful with the fireworks if you are allowed to do it yourself. Be careful, you need your fingers Trust me. So yeah, but have a lot of fun. Don't drink too much. Drink enough, but not too much. You know, and go party, have fun. Be with your family, and see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Oh, whoa, allowed to and or gonna do it anyways. Okay, awesome. Ciao. Bye bye.